Hey, today I want to review my process of making portraits. Obviously, I have done this video before, but because I've improved my art so much, I really wanted to show you my improved and updated different process from what I had previously done. So first I do my structure, which is based off of the Loomis method, a little bit of the Riley method, and the Asaro head, well, a little bit of it. So basically a mix of it all. At this point, my piece doesn't necessarily look pretty, but it has the fundamentals I can build on. After this, I like to focus on the features, which is what I do secondly. I work on the eyes, and yes, I still use a ruler. Personally, I think this is a bad habit, and it doesn't help build confidence. So if you are like me and you're doing this, please quit the habit. I think I'm gonna try to do an entire challenge where I don't use a ruler throughout an entire drawing. Let me know if you want to see that. Because of the fundamentals, I like to use my eraser a lot to remove all the excess structure lines, or at least lighten them. So since I have the basics to most of my features, I like to add where all the highlight spots will be. I like to start by shading the nose first, and then I go into the mouth to give it its basic shape and shade it along with adding the highlight. The eyes are the last thing I give a basic shading to, and after the eyes I refine the hair shape a bit more before hatching the eyebrows. I prefer to hatch the eyebrows because I know they are my weak point in terms of realism and just the general shape and form of them. Now for the most important part, shading the entire face with a basic light layer. After the first layer, I like to focus on adding shadows. The shadows are dictated by the shadows from the reference and just my own general discretion. Also, hair creates a shadow, and I like to add around the hair areas. At this point, I haven't added the eyelids, and so I like to do that now, including adding the shadows and, of course, the eyelashes, which is also something I have been working and developing on. After some basic shadows, I take a break from the face and go into the hair. The method I use is something I learned from Ross Jaws, just kind of reversed because my piece is traditional and obviously he's more into digital. So I already had the shape, so I map out the light areas and then add my base. After the base, I add light shadows and then deeper shadows in the corners of the face, and I also use the reference as guidance, and lastly, some strands of hair. And this isn't just a tip from an esteemed artist like Ross Jaws, but some also artists like Sam Does Art and Ergo Josh, if you know them. From what I've learned and from what I've noticed, the darkest areas of the hair is where the roots are and where the bumps of the hair is. And lastly, I work on the neck using the same method, which is map out the light areas, light base, and then shadows. I also like to go into the face for final touches, where I would add hatching and cross-hatching. If you want more details on this, you should watch my last video where I break down each method, and I even show you an example of how I use it in my work. So anyway, here's the final piece. Thank you if you have stuck to this point in the video, and I make a lot more art content like this. So if you want to see more of this, subscribe, and let me know what else you'd like to see. Also, I'd like to know your process in the comments down below, so maybe I can incorporate some of that into my own. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye!